Michaela Vernava for Nesson Fuel, joined now via Skype by Bubba Wallace, driver of the number 6 Ford Mustang for Roush Fenway Racing. Bubba, how's it going down in Daytona?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, doing very well. How is preparations for this week's race going so far?
We're in the media stages right now, so we're getting all the interview bugs out of the way, which is good. I think you're 5th on the list, so I should be pretty well prepped by now. But we don't get on track until Friday, so a little bit of downtime between now and then. But ready to go. I'm excited. This has been the most anticipated season for me, just to get on track, showcase what we've been working hard on in the off season, and we'll have to get after it.
All right, so I know you're doing a lot of talking today, and we're glad you're talking with us. I want to talk with you about NASCAR's drive for diversity because you've been a huge part of that. How far do you think things have come in terms of inclusion in the sport?
It's come a long way. Seeing the diversity levels change each and every weekend. You got Larson and Daniel in the Cup Series now. Myself in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. So we're trying to keep paving the way for a younger generation, new generation to come through. And then I was actually at New Smyrna Sunday night watching K&N Pro Series race and seeing the new class of Rev Racing come through there and trying to make their mark and get their first win in the series. So it's interesting to see how it's all shaken out. It's just a matter of the younger ones getting into a race car, getting that seat time, getting well prepped for the next levels that are in their career.
And speaking of that younger generation, NASCAR is also doing a lot to rope in the younger generation of fans. I saw you're part of something with Snapchat on race day, the Snapchat spectacles. Can you tell us what those are?
Yeah, the spectacles are glasses. So they have a camera on both sides. So it kind of gives you like a first person view of me. And it's pretty cool. So I'll have those on for a little bit of time on the Daytona 500 day, just to showcase what it's like to be a NASCAR driver on Sunday.
So that's fans will be able to follow along and sort of see what you're seeing. Is that how it works?
Yeah. So it's just like Snapchat. Like the camera is just on your glasses. So it's like you can see both my hands. I just hit record. Records 10 seconds. You can see everything I'm doing. You look down, look around. Just it's like a first-person view. It's like you're me.
Very cool way to get close to the sport for spectators. And now I want to talk about a recent accomplishment for you off the track, the Bubba Wallace Scholarship. What's that all about? How did you decide that that's what you wanted to put your effort towards?
Yeah, it's just one night, my brand manager, Kyle Hall, and I were sitting around the table and bouncing around ideas, and this came about. It's just trying to look for that student that's giving it its all, his or her, the best they can in class, getting the best grades that they can, and they need that little bit of financial help to get them to that college level. And that's where we kind of step in, find the one that embodies, what the foundation lays out, what the program lays out, and go from there. We haven't we have to sit down more to get it in tune for sure, but it's good to get that up and running with my alma mater, Northwest Cabarrus High School in Concord there. I was out of there in 3.5 years, so I did everything I could to get out of there and get on the track of racing. So now it's time to give back to them and keep helping that person that needs it.
Great stuff for sure. And now let's talk a little bit of racing because there is some funding uncertainty for you heading into this season with sponsorship only locked up for the first 6 races. How does that affect you while you prepare and head into the start of this season?
I think that's why I'm so excited, just to get behind the wheel, showcase what we all have done in these last 2-3 months. Daytona is a race within itself just to survive, but I'm so excited. Our Speedway package is really good. It's been fast ever since I've been a part of the Roush Fenway organization, and just going out there and making the most of it. I think having that limited schedule gives you a little bit more fuel to the fire, gives you a little bit more drive to go out there and get it done. We just have to be smart about it. We have to put ourselves in the right positions, make ourselves capitalize, and execute when the time is right.
How do you handle any extra nerves or pressure that might come along with that, though?
Just like any other day, just focus on what we need to do. I've been in this sport for 15 years now, and you gotta remember what's important on race day and focus on what's important. Make sure you're making the right moves, making sure that no mistakes are within your hands, and if they are, learn from it and minimize it before the checkered flag falls.
Now, you called Daytona a fight to survive. What is your approach to this race and your strategy?
Watching last year's footage, we ran up front all day, had good, clean pit stops that kept us in the drafting pack. I think that's what it's going to take. I was conservative there at the end. I could have pulled up in front of Joey Logano and maybe gotten pushed to the win. Yes, no, I don't know how that would work, but now I've gotten the confidence level up. Years past, it's always been running decent and get taken out, getting in a wreck that you have no problem or had no fault in. But last year we played the cards right, everything went right, and we finished sixth, which was a good day for us. We started the season off right. So I think if we can do that again, have a good solid weekend, stay out of the wrecks, just run our own race, we'll be just fine.
All right, well, Bubba, best of luck to you, and thanks for talking with us today. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.